We're late, and it was my fault.
Yeah, it wasn't my fault.
Sorry.
Oh, that's right.
It was definitely my fault. I knew it was happening too. Like, you know when like the end hours of the day are approaching and you're basically sitting there and saying to yourself, there is no hope. There is no hope I'm going to finish my work on time.
Yeah, that's usually
that is what
Friday.
happened to me today.
That is literally me every Friday, so I totally understand. Hi.
Thanks for being understanding, friend.
I'm always understanding.
Can you open it for me?
Okay. Yes, I am very understanding.
I really need that tonight. I worked really hard this week.
I have another new drink.
Oh, I didn't cheers with you.
That's fine.
No, I need to cheers.
ASMR.
Cheers. Cheers.
You made it through. Today I have something called. So we have the Mevo again, so I have to get used to it again. We haven't used the Mevo,
anything.
But it is a long drink. Let me do that. Yeah, long drink. Backstory, very quickly, is in Brooklyn. I could only find these long drinks at my skee ball bar, Full Circle, and they were effing delicious. They are a juniper berry and gin Finnish cocktail that is canned with some grapefruit in there too. It is delightful. It is refreshing, and I am so happy that I looked it up. And the Bevmo right down the street from me has them. So like literally, I'm just gonna be like restocking these long drink every freaking weekend now.
I'm just actually sharing the episode that we're doing right now.
Oh yeah, like that's important. I should do that too.
I did it, but I did it a long time ago with the wrong time.
Yeah, we're doing it.
See, but it's so ugly. Well, no, it's not that ugly on mobile.
I can do it right.
It's not bad. All right. So we're doing our homework live on air. It's great. What's up? I see Jay is here. We've got Evan, Travis.
There we go.
Oh my, so many people. Mirror Domains, MK Songbird, Annibal's here.
There we go.
Not Rick Samoris. Arturo's here.
Hell yeah.
How you guys doing? Hope you're all having a good night.
Share this very quickly.
Yes, please do.
Oh wait, you didn't tag me. Okay.
I didn't tag you in that one. I tagged you in the one before because I usually tag you in the photo.
That is very true.
Did you see the video I posted on my way here?
No, I was buying my.
I'm not gonna.
Whatever it is.
I'm not gonna spoil it for you. It's that you should watch it.
Oh, you
should watch it in full.
I'll watch it later.
It's like ridiculous.
That is
I'm busy
very fair.
I'm busy fighting a smirk the entire time, and we're supposed to be like real serious action people.
So that was for like interviews too, right? It was a Fast 9.
Yeah, it was. I think they were calling it F9 Fest, and it was in honor of the release of the director's cut of the movie, and it was half junket, half event. And we interviewed, a whole bunch of cats. It was my first in-person junket.
Oh, that's right.
It was so weird. It was so weird doing an interview not in gym shorts. It was weird doing an interview not in gym shorts. And I also realized that I have completely forgotten what to do with my hands in those interviews. I was checking them today because they were edited, and all I'm doing is sitting there like waving my little red book of questions.
Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying.
It's so weird.
I have like a pen in one hand usually, and I'm like holding my notes in the other most of the time. So like I have my hands full anyway, so I don't have to think about it. Because I'm Italian, and I talk with my hands very often. This is what I do. I just can't help it.
I guess so, I do that too.
Yeah, I very much fall into it. So it's very important that I have things in my hands when I'm on camera. So
we did that, and then after that, we were supposed to do stunt training and then also a zip line, so it equaled the stunt that John Cena does in the movie, where he's like shooting off the line and zip lining, building the building. So it's supposed to be us zip lining and crashing through a window and then fighting someone who's doing the Vin Diesel portion of the fight. It was really cool. The stunt people were so much fun.
They did. I got really jealous when Nobody did the DVD day, and they did like the movie Nobody did an entire stunt day where you could go and like you could do basically it was like 3 full scenes with the stunt people that Bob Odenkirk was using. So like you got to be in Nobody doing all the stunts and scenes, and I really wanted to do that.
It looked really cool. That thing looked really cool. I feel like if I was back in town by then, I would have. I did the zip line part, and like me, I'm like ready to like fly off the platform, and that's not how it works.
No.
But I go down the zip line, and apparently if like you move anything, and of course it did something like an asshole, like wave at the camera or something, then you spin away from their camera. So they had to wheel me. I was the only person who did this like a jerk, but they had to wheel me back up and then let me go again. I got to it twice.
I did
cheated the system.
The Baywatch junket, and we got to do the slow motion.
I remember that.
But like I messed that up too because like, I'm not an actor. This isn't what I'm known for doing. So they're like, all right, you just have to like run at the camera and it'll do all the slow motion stuff for you. Don't worry about it. But like in my head, I felt like I had to, for some reason, like I just had to like slowly run at the camera. So I did it and they're like, yeah, you got to do that again. Like you were in slow motion the whole time. And I was like, oh, you really want me to like, sprint all out? Like it gave me an appreciation of just like, it's hard just to do what people say. like it really is just to be like, all right, sprint at the camera. Somehow I overthought sprint at the camera and I did it wrong.
That's like in the stunt sequence, there was a part where you smash a fake model over the stunt guy's head.
Yeah.
And I didn't see anybody else do it. So when I smashed my bottle over, you're supposed to smash the bottle and then run out the window or like pretend you're running out the window. So I smashed the bottle and I go to leave and then I'm like, because I was afraid that I don't know, like I hurt it or something. Yeah. I'll share
it's breakaway sugar, isn't it? It's like the breakaway sugar.
They edited in a better take of it into that thing that I shared online, but they sent me the footage of me having like a pause and horror moment, and I'll share that as well. It's very funny.
Lots of Malignant already, Jay.
Oh yeah.
Let's hit this first.
I love Malignant. Thanks for the review of Malignant. Thank you for your super chat, by the way. I'm pointing at the laptop camera. You're up there.
You have to get used to like.
I know.
Donato's house is Mevo. Your house is actual laptop camera.
Yeah. Loved it. Had some issues, but it was wild nonetheless. So I can transition us to one of our stories fairly easily. So I was lucky enough to record a ladies' night with Kate Siegel. It was my first time talking to her, and I think she's super cool and really good in everything that she's in. So I was very excited about it. And at one point, she was bringing up movies that she liked and like flat out spoiled Malignant. I think we cut around it in a really good way. Like, so there's not going to be any Malignant spoilers for anybody who's worried in ladies' night, but it's very, very funny. So that gives us an opportunity to talk about one of our first stories tonight. I think you watched it too, right?
We are not done with it, but we have 3 left.
Okay. So
because we can't talk spoilers anyway,
we
Midnight
can't.
Mass. Obviously.
Also, we can't technically review it yet. We can't review, I think, until Monday, but we are allowed to give social media reactions to Midnight Mass, Mike Flanagan's new show on Netflix that debuts next Friday. So can you give like a sentence?
Yeah.
I'll try to give a sentence.
Yeah, I think my sentence here is I've said multiple times, I'm not as in love with Flanagan's film work as everyone else is. I think he does a very good job of just kind of like doing his homework enough that he gets a passing grade. And that's in film. I think his television outstanding. And the best thing I can say is that Midnight Mass does not buck that trend. I think so far what I have seen of Midnight Mass, and I have not seen the ending yet, but every episode gets more and more engaging. Every episode ups these little intricate details they all compound in ways that you don't notice they're happening. And all of a sudden they start hitting you one by one, the realization. So it is very meticulously plotted. It is very smart. And there are a few monologues about addiction and things of that nature in the first few episodes alone that Flanagan just knows emotional horror. I don't know how to get around that. Like, he is just one of the best people dealing with emotions and horror right now that we have.
I liked it quite a bit.
Okay.
I think it might be a little polarizing. It's slow at the beginning. It's very, very, very speech heavy, monologue heavy.
It is, yeah.
But I really appreciated how he got at certain themes. And I thought the performances were great. And I liked the mystery of what was going on quite a bit.
Yeah.
I will say, I think the more I think about it, the more I'm able to poke holes in it. But I still liked it.
Yeah, that is very fair. Again, I think that comes down to Flanagan really servicing what you just said, those monologues. Flanagan's work is very good at hitting you over the head with these very heavy topics and doing it in a way that is very heartbreaking at times.
What's your favorite Flanagan?
My favorite?
I was about to say Flanagan film, but Flanagan anything.
I mean, Flanagan anything is probably still Hill House. I have not seen Bly Manor, I will say. I have not seen Bly Manor yet.
What?
It's fucking television. What do you want me to do here? Like,
Someone's not happy.
Yeah, I know. Amelia wants me to watch it as well. I will get to Bly Manor.
Oh, boy.
I keep saying. But I've said this before. My favorite Flanagan film is Before I Wake. And I know that is wildly unpopular. But seriously, my favorite Flanagan film is Before I Wake. I just think that's the best combination of, in his films at least, emotional storytelling, the canker man, what that means. And then you do have these like really dreadful, chilling moments that are also beautiful with the butterflies. So for me, Before I Wake.
I hate that I asked you that question because now I'm having a hard time answering
You have to actually come up with an answer.
I know. I know not everybody out there loves Dr. Sleep. I really do. So that's high up for me. So is Hush. So is Gerald's Game.
You have to pick a favorite.
So
the
all
pain
right,
in your face as you're trying to pick a favorite.
I think my favorites are probably Bly and Hill House, but I think you need to ask me on a particular day which one I like more. Like, I think right now I'm in a Hill House mode, but tomorrow it could honestly be Bly.
Yeah.
All right, we have to cut the midnight mass conversation
that's
there.
all we can say. That's literally all we can get
I feel
into.
like we kept it to like a tweet or two.
I would have tweeted that.
Yeah.
That is something
I probably would have tweeted that too. And literally the only reason I didn't tweet anything is because I was so busy preparing for those interviews.
I'm just waiting for it to finish. Like once I actually finish it, and like we can actually like dive into it.
You know how coverage for that type of stuff goes. Everyone wants to know like the nitty gritty details and the spoilers. So like I might have watched it more than once. I was like obsessing over like beats and dialogue. I asked some like real nerdy questions.
Which you should have. I mean, that's the idea of an interview. These interviews should be in depth, and they shouldn't just be super.
Tell me about your character.
Yeah, exactly. Like we've all seen those interviews. You see everyone else pull those.
I don't want to make fun because sometimes it's necessary.
Yeah,
I think it depends what outlet and what kind of audience you're playing for. But I know my Collider audience, and I know they want the details that they can't get anywhere else, and I want to bring it to them.
The people at home, how is everything coming together here? I'm trying bit by bit. I've added some backlights here. We still have to work on the shadows a little bit.
I think it looks pretty good to me.
I'm building somewhat of a good, stable area that we can shoot here.
I think you're in a pretty good place right now.
We're getting there.
It feels good. It feels like if I had to make a suggestion right now, and I don't know what the fix is.
Okay.
If you keep it here against this wall, you need to figure out something to do with this section.
Got it.
And that little bit by you.
We'll figure it out.
I don't know what the answer is to that, though.
We'll just have someone stand in the corner, just like looking over your shoulder the whole time.
No, they should be like facing the wall, like Blair Witch style.
It's like a different person every episode.
I kind of like that.
And then one time
they
let
have
them come
to stand there until they play beer pong. Stand there and face the wall before beer pong time.
Oh, shame. Right,
no one would play with us anymore.
It'd be fine.
All right, what else is on our list?
We have a few trailers. We have a few stories as well, if you would like to dive into.
I think we should probably hit the title one first. So the Hawkeye trailer. I loved this trailer. I think we loved it for similar reasons too. I never realized I needed a Christmas set Marvel anything. But I really enjoyed how that made this feel different from anything else.
I like a lot about how they're using New York City. I like a lot about, again, the Christmas aspect. It is very fun. And, you have the Christmas music playing the whole trailer. They're definitely setting that up as a happy-go-lucky, jovial tone to drive a little more comedy between the two characters that we have seen so far. My only concern here is that Hawkeye's been a sidekick for most of the movies, or like relegated to ensemble pieces. We haven't had a chance to really spend that much time with Hawkeye outside of him leading one of the best openings to a Marvel movie when his family goes away.
I have a question.
Snapped. Go ahead.
Why does that matter?
I don't know if it does matter. I think that's just my question, though, is has Marvel done enough with this character to this point to sustain an entire show?
Again, I ask why. Just because like you could literally say any show that starts from, day one of introducing a character. Like it's not that it's that same challenge, but if you're concerned about how much information the MCU has given us thus far, like he's already miles ahead of any other new show out there.
No, I know.
And I think within, a season's run, they can definitely beef up the character to to a certain standard, maybe.
Well, and Amelia did just like correct it in a way where like it's a show about Clint and Kate, and then Kate obviously taking over. So like obviously this is another passing of the torch kind of show. I don't know. It's just a curious thing of like, is the demand for a Hawkeye show going to be as big as what we've gotten so far? Where like Loki has had a following for a tremendous amount of time. I'm wondering how that's going to play.
I'm feeling pretty good about the show's chances to do well. I think interest in Marvel right now is pretty high. I think the fact that WandaVision and Loki and Falcon and Winter Soldier were all successful is a good sign. And I don't know. I think they're still in. Like I started to think, is Eternals and theatrical release is going to steal its thunder a little, but I don't think that's going to be the case.
I don't think it can steal thunder. I mean, again, like what I'm most excited for about Hawkeye is the fact that we are introducing Kate, and basically we're getting a glimpse at the new not a new phase, but like we know that phases are coming in the Marvel universe, stuff like that, but a new glimpse of
we still a ways away from phase 5.
But like new Avengers though, like in the way that like we're gonna have Kate and we're gonna have Florence Pugh's character basically taking up these mantles, and I'm most excited to see them come together eventually in some way, and like the new generation. I am very excited for the new generation and who they're casting and who they're like planning.
I'm very excited about Haley Steinfeld. I think she
is tremendous,
wildly talented, and can do anything. And I think that given what we see in this trailer, it's going to lean into some comedy here and there, and she's quite good at that. She's got chemistry with pretty much everyone. Like things that are coming to mind right now that are probably good examples of the type of comedy we might see here is
Bumblebee.
Well, Bumblebee,
like straight off the bat,
Edge of 17.
Edge of 17.
Have you watched any Dickinson?
I have not watched any.
I haven't watched the second season yet because I just haven't had time, but I loved the first season, and she is real good in it. That whole ensemble is incredible, but she is just a perfect anchor for a show like that.
I think she's tremendous in most things she does. And, like I said the things at the beginning just to kind of like, I don't know, talk about, how is a Hawkeye show going to be received in a way? And I say that being a huge Hawkeye defender my entire time, like as an MCU fan or whatever, like as an appreciator watcher, I've always been like on Team Hawkeye, and I've always been like he doesn't get enough screen time. So coming around full circle, like I am excited for this. I'm excited to actually see what Clint can do and what Jeremy Renner can do with the character, given his own time, his own like focus point. Because we know Renner can hold a movie, like that's not a thing. I just the talking point of just can he do it?
He can do it. I'll bet anything in my wallet right now that he can do it.
Someone just mentioned Rogers the musical. I died when I saw that. I laughed so hard.
I want that to be a real thing. I want to see that.
Well, we have to live in an MCU world where Steve Rogers actually did.
I hope it's not just a quick glimpse at that show. Like, I hope they let us see a scene play out or something within the Hawkeye series. I want that so badly.
Also, things that I'm not up to date on. Obviously, it is pulling from some like a beloved comic book run. So these are things that I'm coming into without the right amount of knowledge, being not a comic book reader on Marvel.
It's a little fuzzy. It was right. It was like right in my.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I caught it though.
A little fuzzy. So again, things that more people are excited about that I don't have the privileged knowledge of knowing just yet. So. Someday, Amelia's to the side, literally staring at me like, I'm going to make you read comics. Like,
it's about Matt Fraction's comic book run, and if you read it, you would be so fucking excited about this show.
Well, then, all right, I'll read it. I don't know what you want me to do here. I'm not a comic book reader.
I'm so fucking excited, even though I haven't read it.
So good, and you would love it.
I always debate with these situations, should I bother reading it before or after, or should I preserve some of the mystery? And I never know. Like I go back and forth every single time. It's like it's the same thing with book to film adaptations. I just never know what to do.
Marvel's so good about switching it into their own canon for the film stuff that I don't know how much it matters. Like they do have moments where they call back into these canons, but it's not going to be a straight adaptation of Fraction Ah's run.
Okay.
So I still recommend it.
All right. You give me your reading list, I'll probably do it.
My take on the whole, do I have to read something before I jump in, like an adaptation, is kind of, I don't think you have to as a critic. You're getting hell yeah Amelia from the chat right now, from the voice off camera. But no, I kind of think that it's a movie's job to tell a story in a way that anyone can watch it and anyone can have any kind of knowledge on it. So I like to go in not reading something because I just want to be addressing a movie, and I just want to be addressing the film itself and not have that like, this was so different from the backstory and that's why it's bad and this exists and why I didn't do this. I try to stay away from it just to be like, this is the movie that was given to me and this is how I'm going to address it.
I'm normally back and forth on it, and it depends how I'm covering something. If I'm doing interviews, I do like to read the source material if I have time. But when it comes to something like Marvel, where there's such a significant amount of material, I know I have no chance of catching up. But then there's also the element of it that I do think a movie should always be able to stand on its own 2 feet. And whether you know the source material or not, you should get a complete experience from that particular adaptation, regardless of having read the source material or not. But I do think there's a really fun satisfaction that can come from reading a book, really liking the book, and then seeing it come to life before your eyes. Like, that's how I felt watching The Hunger Games, because I loved those books so much. And then I saw the movies, and it was like it really blew my mind. You don't get that kind of satisfaction when you don't read the book before, but I mean, you could still love it as its own thing too.
Or tremendous disappointment if you read all The Walking Dead and then watch dog shit show.
I didn't read any Walking Dead.
I think both could happen. Also, great point here. Hawkeye trailer has a great Shane Black vibe. It really does. It's loaded with Christmas cheer. It's loaded with that kind of holiday vibe. Also has a very back and forth charismatic duo. That I like now. I'm like, imagine if Shane Black got to do Hawkeye. Like that would be some hella cool stuff.
What else? Were you gonna pull up another one? I have a good transition if we want to do another one.
You can hit the transition. I was just
speaking of book to film adaptations. We got the trailer for Guillermo del Toro's Nightmare Alley, and it looks stunning.
Shocking. The master of horror production, really. Like design and stuff like that.
I read that book the second it was announced, and to be completely honest, I didn't love the book. I liked parts of the book a lot. I didn't think the book had a strong enough pace to really keep me super engaged. But even with not loving the book, I was reading it trying to picture everything GDT style, and I could feel it. And then I watched this trailer, and everything that I was envisioning before, like, he blows right past it. This movie looks better than I ever could have imagined. And given what I know of these characters, it does seem like pitch perfect casting across the board.
Yeah, so shocking. I don't have the knowledge of reading the backstory and reading the actual source material, but it's Guillermo. I'm not shocked by anything I've seen. It's not shocking. I don't know. Like, there's no point in me saying anything else than it looks exactly as I hoped it did. And Guillermo, in Guillermo, I trust. Like, there's nothing else there.
I am curious to see if it winds up going down the award season route this year.
Is it genre?
I mean, he made a movie about a fish man that went on to win Best Picture.
Very true.
Like, if you consider that, I don't think Nightmare Alley has any less of a chance. I think it's just about creating that special spark with this story and this cast of characters. I think if he made a good movie, I mean, that's to a degree, that's how award season works. I mean, I talk about this all the time. I look at Gold Derby, and before movies come out, there are certain movies that are ranked higher than others simply because of the packaging, sight unseen. Just because Academy Award winner Guillermo del Toro directed this movie, it's already up on a higher spot on many lists compared to other things.
I mean, it's smart. It's.
I've got high hopes. Yeah, I definitely have high hopes, but when it comes down to it, it's like a special tier of films that have that honor. So I hope he pulls it off again.
I mean, listen, I'm the only one I'm really iffy on is Crimson Peak. I know everyone does love it. I know. I
don't think it's like great, but I was still pretty into it.
Yeah, that's the only one where I was really quote unquote let down. But even that, like, being let down is not the right word, because it's still this like gorgeous gothic horror, and it's gorgeous in the way that it plays with colors. And Guillermo is the master of horror production design. Like, that is just, when you get one of his visions, it is just like walking into like a piece of literature. You don't it's so good.
That was the last. Amelia loves Crimson Peak.
Yeah, it was shocking.
I like it. I don't love it. But that was, that was the last set visit I went on right before I went away to shoot Child Eater.
Oh, wow.
I'll never forget, because I shouldn't have gone on that trip, but I insisted because it was a Guillermo movie, and it was hands down one of the coolest sets I've ever been on. they built that house like almost fully.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was a 3-story house that you could like walk through and navigate.
Yeah.
It was really one of the most incredible sets I've ever seen in my life.
Which is a testament to what Guillermo's doing. Like,
and the level of detail, like in the carvings of the houses and that like the molding. I think the molding is the right word, but it was stunning. I'll never forget what that looked like.
Yeah, if we're talking about the comic book to television and movie, Yes Boys just wrapped, and haven't read the comics, love the show. I'd be curious to know what you think about the comics, Jay, because the show is a toned down version of the comics. And I know the show itself has some moments. The comic, man, I've read all of them. I have all of them. That is one I've actually gone through. And it takes some goddamn swings, and it's hard. Okay. It's hard to digest in a lot of points. So I really like what the Boys show is doing because it is making it a more digestible version for the mainstream audience. And I say that again, knowing what you've already seen in the show. The comics are going to push you 10 times harder. So do with that what you will. I do suggest it. It is a pretty good comic run if you're into that kind of thing.
You make me want to read the comics.
I've got them all over there. You can have them.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. I don't know. Maybe I'll take you up on that. Hello, Ken, and cheers to you. They also had something else. Oh, I wanted to bring this up. Do you think Christian Bale has a chance to come back as Batman in The Flash 2022, or do you think they'll leave his trilogy? I don't think he's going to, but the reason that I brought this up is because I just watched the Val documentary.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Like, first off, the documentary in general is pretty incredible. It's just, a real intimate look at Val Kilmer's experience. And obviously it's like hugely emotional and upsetting at points given his health issues, but it also really digs into like his craft and his process and what his priorities as an actor are. It's just, I always think that it's so easy for us and everyone out there to forget that actors are human beings too. And it really is like a very powerful kind of look behind the curtain regarding like how all these things really make him feel. And there's a good chunk of it that's dedicated to Batman Forever, a movie that I absolutely love. But
there's some fun stuff there.
I mean, I don't want to put words in his mouth, but like essentially he didn't like the experience, and he didn't want to come back because, he talked a lot about how that suit was super limiting and how he didn't get like the satisfaction out of the performance that he would have wanted to. And it's just a very interesting thing.
Sorry, Roger's being a very good boy right now. He didn't bark once when Britt came in. This is amazing. It's a monumentous moment. I apologize for not paying attention, but he didn't bark once. Good boy. Good. You can say something. In any case, yes, I agree. I do not believe that is going to happen. I don't think Bale is going to come back to that role ever. So just one of those actors that did his time as Batman and enjoyed it wholly and has a lot of things to say about it, but has moved on to different things.
Yeah. I'm just looking at what we have next.
Yeah, that trailer's something cool. Did you watch it?
I watched the trailer, and I watched more than the trailer, so I'm going to leave that to you.
Okay. Would you like to introduce it at least?
Oh yeah, sure. So there's a trailer for Patrick Bryce's new movie. It's a Netflix movie, and it's called oh wait, I just opened the wrong thing.
No, you didn't.
No, oh wait, I'm so confused. It's because you know what I just did.
I know.
It's because the title on Slash Film is There's Someone Inside Your House trailer. Netflix slasher knows what you did last summer, and I know that What You Did Last Summer had a teaser come out. I didn't think it was very good. It has me concerned, but I also know screeners are available too. So I just got so confused. But There's Someone Inside Your House is a new horror movie coming to Netflix, and it's basically about a slasher who targets high school kids who is trying to expose everyone's secrets. And I'll leave it at that.
I'm into it. What I've seen is just the trailer. I have not watched the film yet. I have to reach out about that because I will be reviewing it. But I love the idea that is a slasher coming back to a high school atmosphere, and it very much throws back to the I Know What You Did Last Summers and any of those vibes. So we are in a certain kind of horror movie. We're back in the Scream element. We're back in that whole era of slasher where it's just a bunch of teens kind of getting what they're deserved in a way. But the element of secrets and the element of people being hunted based on things that no one else knows. And there's some great lines of dialogue just in the trailer where it's people going like, yeah, but like you're the perfect model student. You're this, that, and that. And immediately they start panicking because they know what everyone else doesn't. It's a very fun horror concept. It also ties back to a movie called Party Hard Die Young. Not like connected, but that was a Shudder slasher. I think was it German or Denmark? It's an international slasher, and I hold it very near and dear. And it kind of does the same thing where it's a group of kids who did something that no one else knows, and you don't really know either for half the film, and they're being hunted for their secret. And it just adds this other element of the characters trying to hold this thing inside, but knowing it's what's caused their doom, and it slowly drips out. So that's what I'm most excited about this movie.
No, I should probably check that one out. I'm also just very excited for Patrick Price.
Yeah, Creep 2.
I think he's a great director. I was so excited for Corporate Animals, and I did not like that movie very much. So,
like I said, Creep 2.
I know. But yeah, Corporate Animals disappointed me. But
I hated Corporate Animals.
Yeah,
it was bad.
I was trying not to use the H word.
I'll use the H word. It was terrible. It wasn't funny. It wasn't scary.
Speaking of the H word, did you watch Dashcam?
I did not watch.
Let's save that conversation for a later date.
I will cover it, and it'll probably be at a festival coming.
But we'll bring it back then. I have a lot to say. Do you want to bring up another topic?
Absolutely. What's next on the list?
What do you want to talk about next? There's a lot.
So many things to talk about. Paranormal Activity. Paranormal Activity.
Are you really that excited about this story, though?
I fucking love Paranormal Activity. Why is everyone laughing at me?
Because this story is all about its title and a rating. Do you have that hot of a take on Next of Kin?
Did you not watch the new trailer today?
No, I didn't.
Okay. Well, then.
I had a lot of shit to do today. Leave me alone.
I'll take this one.
You sent me this link. I watched all the trailers you sent me.
I sent a link that was just the announcement that we were going to get a Paranormal Activity movie sometime in Halloween. But today at 12 PST, Blade Disgusting premiered a about 40-second teaser trailer. And everything we've known about Paranormal Activity to this point is we were just getting another movie. Directed by William Eubank, who did Underwater, written by Christopher Landon.
The Signal.
Underwater and the Signal, written by Christopher Landon, who has been in the franchise and has written a few of the stories at this point, including the Mark ones, which I loved. So kind of a lot of mystery. I was hoping they would just drop this thing at random. I didn't want anything, and I would have loved them. My tweet was, I would have loved if they pulled a Cloverfield Paradox, except better than the Cloverfield Paradox.
The Cloverfield Paradox situation was like a Band-Aid, though.
It was a Band-Aid.
This is a situation where Paramount Plus needs the subscribers from the Paranormal Activity brand. I understand why they're not doing it.
But so everything we knew to this point was that it was going to connect to the main franchise, but it was going to be a completely different reinvention and do something different. So what we got in that teaser was everything that they promised. Very short enough that I don't really know still what's happening, but it is pioneer horror. It is Amish horror. It is cult-based horror. So basically you have the main character is a younger girl going back and reuniting with this like commune that she has a connection to. And well, she's got a camera with her. Things get pretty creepy. And yeah, so this is basically like, it's almost got this wrong turn vibe where she's going back into the woods and kind of reconnecting with these people that she knows. Very, again, cult-based horror, and again, pioneer in the middle of nowhere horror is the way I would say it. They are off the map.
When you're confusing me with pioneer, do you mean like in the woods?
Yes.
Or pioneer like ages, like it's a prequel?
No. Okay. So in the woods, kind of like settler colonialism, that kind of thing.
You're still making me think it's a prequel with that terminology.
But it's not, because the main character is
very present day.
Yeah, the main character is very much present day and going back to like a land time forgotten.
Ooh, this might be accurate. Huh?
Oh man, if it is like The Endless, I would be very okay with that. In any case, it also doesn't look sustainably found footage, and I know like it is. They said the whole time that it will retain the found footage element.
Okay.
But half of the movie does look like it's shot in a way that it's not even someone holding a camera. So that is something I'm very curious about. My way of interpreting it, if you've seen the footage, is it's someone who snuck a camera in and they're just taking the footage themselves, trying to like stay out of view half the time and like conceal the fact that they are. But that's just what I've seen.
Not like it could be screen life or something.
No, not screen life at all. But some of the stuff looks like the camera is out here and the characters are here. So a regular narrative shooting versus found footage. So that's what we've seen. That's all we know. It's just a short tidbit, but it gives you so much because all these Paranormal Activity movies have done generally the same thing, except some have Xbox Connect and some have rotating blender cameras. Like that is the difference here.
All right. You've intrigued me. I feel like I should have watched the trailer, but I didn't.
I forgot to send it to you.
It's all good. I should have been on my shit.
You were very they dropped it out of nowhere. It just hit out of nowhere again. It was just, here's a little trailer. Like, okay. Cool.
Gives me something to look forward to later.
We'll watch it later.
Who we got here? Ian's first. Hi, Ian. Hope you're having a good weekend so far. Lots of love to you both. Did I just read that in the wrong order? I did.
Yeah, lots of love
to the both of you. You just repeated what I said. Matt's shirt is okay, I guess. How's my shirt? I love this shirt.
Ian's only saying it because Ian has the shirt, and I fucked up.
I know.
Because he wore it to beer pong, and I didn't.
I remember that.
I messed up.
All right.
I
missed another one.
Yeah.
I think it's Annabelle. Yes, Annabelle's here. Glad to see everyone in good spirits. Together and apart, you two always cheer me up. Side note. Saw an update about Hellraiser projects. Have you caught any bits on the franchise? Cheers to a pleasant weekend. There's like new Hellraiser stuff?
Basically, they're saying it's horrifying and beautiful. So, I mean, it's enough that the people are involved are very hyped about it.
I'll take that.
Nothing else we know outside of that, but I'm okay with it.
I feel like the people involved are always going to be hyped about it, but if the people involved were not hyped about it, I'd be very concerned.
Also, we've seen the Night House at this point, both of us, and I can confidently say I'm very excited for what that team is doing at Hellraiser. So
I love the Night House so much.
Yeah.
We see you, Victor. Hey, how you two feel about Halloween being day and date on Peacock? I hope it's good because I'm excited to see it, but now I'm concerned. We did talk about this a little last week.
I don't think concern is the word.
Yeah, I'm not concerned for the quality of the movie because of the Peacock announcement. I think that was like a higher tier corporate type decision that we need to keep funneling things towards our streaming service. But that specific thing doesn't make me any more concerned than I was before about the quality of the film.
Yeah, and also I think we are at a point where we can pretty much blanket remove the stigma of video demand streaming horror because what do you want?
Did the light move or something?
Did the light move?
Like, look at your face. Like, I almost just had a heart attack.
The light did maybe just move.
Or maybe it's just has not been like that the entire show.
That's spooky.
There's no way. But I thought you cut yourself or got an allergic reaction to your beer or something.
Yep. Sorry, guys. I'm just literally breaking out now on camera. In any case, what I was saying, I think we can remove the stigma about video on demand and streaming horror being, something that we have to worry about. It's just at this point decisions. It's decisions being made where we would love things to go theatrical and make the money that they are deserved to make, but it's probably not going to happen in today's day and age. So at this point, we're going to see a lot more of that.
Here, MK Songbird can take us into another story. The Purge 6 with Frank Grillo is happening?
Because literally 3 weeks ago, Demonico was like, this is over. We're not doing a single one of them. Like, don't worry about it. The Forever Purge is the last one. Blumhouse is like, how about like $40 million? Okay, cool.
I mean, when they make as much money as they do, given how much those movies cost. Like,
and the Forever Purge is one of my favorite ones. So it's like, all right, like if you're going to continue with the Forever Purge.
Forever Purge is one of my favorite ones too, but I feel like it's because some of the others are not high tier quality.
Right. It's a double-check franchise. You can say that.
I feel like it's like I still love the first Purge, not the first Purge, like the first Purge movie. Man, that makes it so difficult to talk about. Yeah. The Purge.
Yeah.
The Purge Anarchy. The first Purge. The Forever Purge. And then Purge Election Year. Did I hit them all? I think I did. Yeah.
I think I actually don't know.
I also really liked the first season of the Purge TV show, but never continued.
I never watched it. I should have. I wanted to. I did my Purge ranking for Bloodiest Fest. I forget what it was, but like Forever Purge, I think might have been like 2 for me. I think I might have went like 1 one forever and then kind of filled in the back end.
Okay.
But I mean, the Grillo thing is interesting because that gave it a little bit of humanity to the franchise. And I shouldn't say the Forever Purge lacks that. I think Forever Purge, again, has people protecting other people. It's not just about this like warrior-esque gauntlet of trying to kill each other and that's it. Frank Grillo is playing a mercenary of sorts, and he has and is trying to do good in the Purge Night. So if you're going to bring it back and if you're going to do something of that nature, sure, I'm actually kind of into that vibe, and I'm kind of into the fact that he's playing Savior.
Okay. I mean, I like Frank Grillo in that role, so I would be happy to have him back. I'm just, I'm not gonna fully get behind the idea of another movie until it's announced officially.
No, 100%. But I do think Blumhouse is going to keep this franchise alive as long as they can. There's no way. There's no reason for them to stop it yet. Do you want to talk about?
Yeah, I want to talk about this because it's ridiculous. So, all right, I lie. I take it back. It's not ridiculous because it's like I was in the middle of wanting to come on this show and like rant about how stupid this story is, but then I also got really sensitive about it. So there's a lot of things floating around out there that Denis Villeneuve does not like Marvel movies. And like we have this damn conversation all the time, and literally like. The extent of the quote is him saying there are too many Marvel movies that are nothing more than a cut and paste of others. So it's like my first reaction to that was probably something along the lines of like, this is stupid. I'm sick of this conversation. Why are we having it anymore?
Headlines.
Then it makes me think, you are in a place of power where you have a larger microphone than others, and you might make someone out there feel bad for thinking that they're watching a quality movie and a Marvel movie because you, the director of Dune and all these other great movies, think that they are less than. And that always makes me a little upset when a comment like that comes across like that.
The problem is, I don't know the larger quote there. The problem is that's probably a part of a quote of a bigger quote that isn't getting recorded on.
I think they...
and the other problem is, I think people immediately dug up things he said about past Marvel movies. Like he kind of gushed about Chloe Zhao doing a Marvel movie. Yeah. And he gushed about like certain Marvel aspects. So I think it's unfair because all these directors are put on the spot. Every outlet now wants their hook with a Marvel quote, and they want a director saying something on Marvel because that is SEO content for fucking days. Like they are fine with their headlines there, and they're going to keep getting the clicks that they want. And that is kind of journalism now. And that's why it kind of sucks a little bit too, which I'm not going to argue. Like I'm part of the journalism world, and I hate that aspect about it. That interviews have just become about digging for little headline clips that you can put in there.
You're telling me.
Sorry. I know you're doing the interviews, so like you're stuck doing it sometimes as well. But it's unfair to the directors because you are asking the question that they're going to fail on no matter what, and they're still going to try to answer it because they're going to try to be a good interviewee. Like. What are you going to do? Say, shut up? No. Like, no. Like, you're going to try to answer the question best you can, and you're going to give a full answer that's going to get chopped up and put out there exactly how people want. And that's dumb.
I'm trying to like find the full quote, so you get it in context, but it's so hard to figure out which links link back to this outlet's other articles and which goes to the main interview. Oh, I can't. It's behind a paywall. I can't even.
Paywall
I literally can't even tell you what the context is.
This opinion that Denis Villeneuve has.
Yeah, no, I think what you're saying totally makes sense, and we find ourselves in this position time and time again. And admittedly, I have the same reaction every time, where I'm partially fed up with it, but I'm partially sensitive because I am a Marvel fan.
I would love to stop talking about this shit. I would really love to stop talking about this stuff over and over again because everyone knows that like every kind of movie has its value and every kind of movie has its audience, and it is silly to say one thing is worse than another just because it's not what you like. So I don't think it's filmmakers like actually taking their knives out and coming for these other movies. They just have opinions and they just say things, and like the Scorsese stuff just over and over again getting redundantly hit into the ground. It's just like, all right, enough already. Like how many times can we cover this? And how many times has he like even said outright, like, it's not really what I meant, but like, sure, I don't care.
Do we want to talk about another story?
We got plenty of stories.
Just so you guys know, we are playing beer pong tonight. Why am I like, I've had one beer. I'm not talking
and also funny comment, like half his cast in the MCU though. like everyone's cast is in the MCU now, which is so funny.
It is true.
Wait, what does Neil Blomkamp said? I'm actually interested in what Neil Blomkamp said about this because that dude doesn't have any right to say shit.
Absolutely no clue. I have no clue.
He's a jabroni.
How to have long hairs like you.
Just don't get a haircut for about a year and a half. I think this is pre-pandemic.
It's so weird when I look back at old pics because like I have this like thingy on my phone where like have you ever put the man, it's not an application, but I don't know what the proper term for it is, where you can like have like pictures at the top of your phone and it'll give you pictures from a specific date. So I'm constantly being reminded of how your hair has changed from March of 20 or May of 2020 to now.
Yeah, it is quite wild, and it will go back to. But I didn't drink water. Important for hair care. Maybe beer is too.
Evan
I drink
is
beer.
another very important question.
How to have guns like
that? You want to know how to have guns like
Perri,
me?
Can you tell everyone your workout
So
regimen?
like I can flex, but otherwise it looks like I have string bean arms.
String bean arms?
I do. Like they're gonna break in a second. I've been doing my Peloton classes. And I've been lifting weights. So
there you go. How to have Evan is just go to the gym 5 times a week and start getting back into your groove because whatever I'm at 2.5, almost just over 2 months back in the gym. So getting back to my normal routine and my normal weight limit just before.
You should do a Peloton class with me. I'll come over.
You'll come over to my gym over here and do a Peloton.
I know. I'll come over and I'll bring my iPad and we can like watch it. Like we don't use the same dumbbells anyway, and we can do the class together.
Maybe.
Just an idea.
All right, then you have to come back and do my regimen too after that.
Caleb, where are you? I wanted you to pop on tonight and do a super chat so we could talk about fantasy football.
Great. We don't have to talk about football. This is amazing.
Dude, what happened? No, we do have to talk about it. I'm sorry.
We have so many more stories. Did you watch the VHS 94 trailer?
Stop trying to distract.
Fucking Caleb. God damn it. It's like his ears were burning.
This might be my favorite moment of the whole night.
Fucking Caleb.
So let's recap everything that happened.
You get like 2 minutes.
I'm sorry. We're recapping everything that happened in fantasy football week 1 for this guy right here. The first thing that happened is the two of us played each other in our Critics League, and you were projected to crush me by a mile. And somehow what was the big difference? Who ran? It was Debo. Debo had a big game. So did Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray, yeah. Like Dax put up 33 points.
Where can I go back?
Kyler Murray put up like 40 something. Like let's put it this way. I was the second highest point total in our league that week, and of course I played Perri, who is the number 1 highest point total.
I'm starting to think that Gibson is overrated. Like this is like 2 weeks in a row now. Yeah. And I love that I benched McKissick. But anyway, we need to give one other shout out because I'm sorry, it's owed. We picked on Tommy for his draft literally the entire time from top to bottom, and he had a real good week 1. So
a real good week 1.
When
16 more weeks.
When credit is due, we must give it to him. But you're having a really good week too, because I think your kicker is going to win the week for you.
Sorry, Donovan.
What is that? What is that?
I'll take it.
But meanwhile, I did actually play McKissick in our Patreon league. I played Gibson and McKissick, so I was okay no matter what. But I benched McKissick in the Critics League.
Still not a bad play. I mean, I understand that he did well, but in that kind of scenario,
now I don't know what to do though. Like now I'm gonna lose sleep over do I play McKissick or Gibson in week 3?
And that's why you can't trust that backfield. Because one of them is going to have a good game, and they're going to keep going back.
It was Gibson like 75% of last season. I have so many Washington football players on my team.
Football things, we're good.
I had my moment.
We're good. Aw. Have fun. Malignant is very good. Enjoy. Do an edible or like drink a bunch of whiskey. What? Like it's going to make it better. Like it's literally going to make
Turn your
better.
Slack off.
No, Slack stays on forever.
And those noises like haunt me in the middle of the night.
So you didn't watch the VHS 94 trailer?
I did.
You did? What are your number 1, what are your thoughts on the franchise itself? Number 2, thoughts on the trailer?
I'll always like the franchise. I'll literally always watch more installments because I feel like more work than don't. I will say Viral was disappointing though. Like I think the first VHS movie is pretty good. I made VHS 2 one of my top 10 of that year. I was real obsessed with that movie.
So what was the name of 2? So it's VHS
2.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah, it was VHS 2, and then they did VHS Viral, and now it's
VHS 94.
Yeah, there you go.
Because we're back to 94.
Yeah. Turn your Slack off.
Whatever, fine. I'm excited. I'm hit and miss with the franchise overall. I think on a rewatch of VHS, it's very it's very frat boy-y. It doesn't play well a second time for me. Where I think like Swanberg's is the best one by far. The webcam ghost one, I think that one's so good. And it's things you discover what it really is and things of that nature. But I think one plays worse on the replay. Where I agree, number 2 is awesome. I don't think number 2 really fails. 2
is like really good though. Like all of them are good. Like I know some are still better than others, but all of them are really good.
Because 2 is correct me if I'm wrong, but we get the alien slumber party, safe haven, the walk in the park, which is the zombie, ride in the park, which is a zombie head cam.
Why is Wingard's title escaping me?
Wingard's one is basically someone gets an eye implant, and
he gets an eye implant. Literally, Adam Wingard gets an eye implant,
and he sees the ghosts of the last person. It's so cool.
Oh my god, it's something like experiment. Like with a number.
Experiment, whatever. In any case, I think 2 is very good. Yeah. I also think 3 is not so good. So I'm so hit and miss with it. But 94, Timo.
I need to look.
Timo's back.
Yeah. I need to look up all the directors on that real quick.
Timo, Jennifer Reeder, Knife of Heart.
I'm so excited for
Jennifer
her.
Jennifer Reeder looks really good too.
I think that's part of the reason I'm so excited for it.
Simon Barrett is back doing one with, I think his is the one where it's a funeral and there's only one person and the lights go out. Okay. And they have to like navigate the casket shaking and all of a sudden someone comes out of the casket.
I feel like the trailer for these VHS movies is very tough though. Because I feel like the footage doesn't get to excel. Like it definitely like made me uneasy, which I think is a successful quality, but there's nothing about that trailer that makes me think anymore that the quality of the shorts is going to be good. You know what I mean?
I kind of agree with you. The only one, Chloe, I forget her last name, but she directed something called Slut. I did not see that. She has one that is basically, I think a reporter goes into the sewers and is looking for a rat monster. And Chloe Akuno. That one looks very cool in the trailer because you get the reporter kind of like looking through these dark tunnels. And it's one of those shots where it reminds me of Blair Witch, Adam Wingard's version of it, where the camera turns and there's this nasty cryptic monster just like looking at you from the darkness.
Wait, which movie? Are you describing Slut?
No, her Chloe's segment in VHS.
Oh, because I was like, that's not what that synopsis just said.
Yeah.
I'm curious.
So I'm very curious. And then the last one is Timo's is so vibrant and it kind of even has that safe haven vibe a little bit.
I love safe haven so much.
Basically, I get the one shot where someone you go first person video game style and someone jams like a massive machine gun onto their arm and starts firing back at other people. So I get Bone Storm vibes on that. I get very much the video game vibes, but I'm in on 94. I want to see it as part of Fantastic coverage.
Oh, cool.
Not at Fantastic Fest, but
I wish I was doing that.
Hey, Beyond Fest though. I already put in for Halloween Kills.
Make me a little sad that I'm missing it.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna hit that Beyond Fest hard.
All right, I get it. What's up, Kay? Thank you for the super chat. Antlers is finally coming out in October. Excited to see, along with Last Night in Soho. I've missed so many screenings of Last Night in Soho that it hurts my heart.
I haven't been invited to one. I'm gonna have to reach out.
Well, I was supposed to prioritize. Like I feel really bad about TIFF this year because I was supposed to prioritize covering a lot of those movies, but then other assignments crept in, and I had to bump certain things off the list and. Shall it go?
I already wish I look at my October and I already have 16. I joked about it. Literally, I have 16 assignments for October ready for horror movies, and that's just Netflix, Shudder, and Amazon. And I've already reviewed things recently that aren't even on that list, and I've taken other assignments, and it's just like I have these things to do, but I'm saying yes to these things.
I was doing a bird's eye view of the ladies' night lineup lately, and I think I'm at something like maybe 5 episodes in a row that are all for Netflix things.
Yeah, Netflix is stacked.
I think I went from Fear Street to Kate to Sex Education, and then next week is Midnight Mass, and then I think the week, and then I have Dear Evan Hansen, so it'll switch.
Antlers isn't a real thing. I just want to say that out loud. It doesn't exist.
It is a thing. I've seen it. It exists. It's coming out. Yeah. All right.
But in any case,
shall we Pong?
Yeah, I think we got the Pong. I think the last thing I just want to say though is Halloween is wild now with streamers. It's just become, again, Netflix, Shudder, and Amazon Prime. That is 16 new release horror movies. And that is just in October alone, which is mind-boggling to me. And that doesn't even include TV. So that's just feature releases. Like if you add Netflix's TV stuff and Shudder's TV stuff, that is at least 25 titles in October alone. Like people do those 30-day challenges in October. You could just take streamers and do an entire 30-day challenge and see completely new things, which is wild. I feel like Halloween is now like a competition between streamers to try and win the holiday.
This was supposed to be a de-stressing show for me to chill out. Now you just made me so anxious about all the things I won't have time to watch.
Look at my arm in the red.
You look like you have half an arm.
I have half an
it's
arm.
like freaking you. That looks like my arm.
It's the same. It's the thing. It's the thing.
Like, what would my arm look like if you have this? There's like no arm left. We need to stop doing that.
All right, you want to play Pong?
Yeah, let's play Pong. I don't know what the change is going to look like or how this is going to happen.
So for those watching, we are going to play live Pong 2v2. We will keep talking. We'll keep doing everything.
Do we know the teams?
We can switch. We can do whatever you want. We can do me and you versus Amelia and Britt. We could do.
I don't know. I'm like not capable of
totally
choosing in this situation, so I think you're going to have to decide.
Should we have the chat decide somehow?
Okay,
How can we do
that? Here, type everyone's name into the thingy.
Okay.
And then
Britt, come introduce yourself.
You all pick
here,
the assortment of teams here.
Like middle school.
All right, so there's
This is like one of those influencer houses where
Perri.
there's always a live camera.
Oh,
and
we're
just
a hype house now.
We're a hype house now.
Amelia and Britt.
Whatever the fuck.
We're a hype
So
We're a hype house.
we want you guys to take these 4 names and sort them into teams.
So
I feel like it just disappeared. Like I feel. Oh wait, I think it's because I'm so
Hi.
far down.
Hi.
There's so many screens. I'm like, what are you doing? Oh, hi.
That's the control screen. This is like what we actually look like, and that's the Mevo.
Oh, you guys.
All right, so we're gonna wait on you guys, and we're gonna figure out what teams everybody wants. What's your shirt today?
Oh, it's the Andre Gallery.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, super
I feel
nice.
like we've all
cat
come
shirt.
like very like prepared with fun
Hi,
shirts.
Andrew. Hi.
Evan, why are you so difficult? Do you know what Evan said? Matt, and Matt.
I mean, clone me and we'll figure it out.
Under no circumstance do that.
Like a duplicity situation.
What is the last thing you watched that you really
I guess
liked?
if they cloned you,
Oh,
there's one
actually,
that
I
can murder.
really enjoyed Malignant.
There's like 3 you
Like,
can murder.
very much
It's
so.
not real.
I think we're all big Malignant fans in this room right now. I'm not going to spoil anything here for anybody who hasn't watched it, but like the clock is ticking, guys. Get on that because
Perri
someday it's going to get
Bray.
blurted out.
So that's gonna go there.
Amelia and Britt.
Okay, we've got Anthony saying me and Britt, you and Amelia.
We got a Matt and
Oh,
Perri.
we have a second one here. I feel like it's a done deal. I think that Kay and Anthony just decided it. I'm into this.
Amelia has to be against Matt. That's all I know. Evan.
I've already played on Perry's team before, though.
That is true.
All right.
Perry's already been sad
Yeah.
with me once.
What did Andrew say? Britt and Perri versus those other 2 because I need a team to cheer for. All right, it's a done deal. It's
Come
me
on,
and Britt
Andrew.
versus Amelia and Matt. We got this. What is like your beer pong history? How do you feel about playing? Do you have confidence in your
Man,
abilities?
I went to UCSB, so I'm feeling pretty good about it.
Okay.
But I'm looking at the size of the table, and
Listen,
I have
space-
concerns.
Yeah,
Very
space is
limited.
limited. We're in
Oh no, I know the restrictions of the space.
stand as far back as possible.
It's more of the depth perception
Oh, yeah.
for myself that I'm worried
Well,
about.
gonna-
I added this.
You get
spider
used to
Gotta
it.
do what
You
we
get
can.
used to
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
Okay.
I feel like I caught on to this table faster than I expected last time.
So
I was
I'm
here.
gonna try and move the camera
Yes.
while you guys are still there. Tell me how it looks.
Okay.
And this is how we're gonna do it. We're gonna ride. We're gonna go on a ride.
Ooh.
Oh wow, that's exciting.
This is very found footage.
It is.
We're all gonna die.
Like someone's gonna bust in that door and something's gonna happen, or the lights are just gonna go out.
So I'm thinking this is where it'll go. What are we seeing right now?
What do we want to like center it between the 2 teams? Hi, baby.
You're getting a clearer view of me and Britt in this situation.
Okay.
But it might be the better angle than trying to center
Well,
it.
let's give the people what they want, though.
So
the back of your head is ridiculous.
Well,
That is ridiculous.
the situation we could be in eventually is that I bring my Meebo that gets the other
Two.
angle,
Yeah. Okay.
which we could
Twitter
do.
is telling me there was just an earthquake in LA. Oh,
I think there's been like little ones.
Yeah,
little
throughout
tremors.
today. Yeah.
well, Tremis.
For what it's
I'll take
worth,
little
we have
ones.
felt nothing.
Okay.
The worst earthquake I've felt is like it was when I was quarantining out here and we were in Matt's old apartment and we just thought the upstairs neighbor dropped something super heavy.
I think that's
And then
the
everyone was
only
like,
experience I've had too.
Yeah.
Like even after all these years, the only thing I ever felt was
Yeah,
something
just
when I was half asleep and I was like slightly confused. I'm like, did
Yeah.
someone just slam
Yeah,
the
this looks
door
great.
or did something happen?
So in
Like, to be clear, I don't want it to be worse than that. I'm totally good with it just being little shakes.
I think we're good here because we'll have two people here, and you can still see Amelia, and she's in the corner right there. So
Okay.
I think
Here, and I
this,
call that side.
Yes.
yes,
Little dibs.
That's fine.
This has become my side of the table.
I will gladly turn this microphone. So let us know if the sound is okay too as I turn this mic. Now it's facing us, but I can make it closer.
Why did we do this?
Yeah, we are. And we're
Still
gonna turn the computer.
interact with the chat.
Okay,
So-
but now we have this bar here.
I will move this out of the way for now, but I was going to put the mic on it and get it to go here,
Okay.
so that we could actually have better audio if we needed it.
I mean, I think they can hear us, and that puts in the line of like water.
All right.
Okay, so at this point, we have the setup that we think will work. Rogers and Matt versus the. I have to play with Rogers.
You get to play with Rogers.
I know.
heavy.
Look,
Yeah.
look at this good duck.
You're a good boy.
Good dog.
I gotta take the jiggly bracelet off.
Okay.
Otherwise, that's bad news for us.
Can you not pull the tablecloth off, please?
A spooky tablecloth.
Sounds fine, but there was a little sync issue with mouse moving before speech. Okay.
Oh.
I think that
That might.
probably just a
Were we like
connection
throwing each other's voices?
Yeah, I think that's a you problem. Yeah, Andrew, that's a you problem. That's not a us problem.
Everything's
Sorry.
in it.
like an arsenic issue. Don't blame it on him.
No,
No, I absolutely blame
Andrew.
Andrew.
Yeah.
Full stop.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No.
That's right. His camera's in the face right here.
Mm.
Okay. So I think
I bet
we're-
your hair is gonna look great at that angle.
Look at this.
I did his hair today. Look at how good it
Straighten
looks.
out.
It does look really
Just
nice.
for the record.
You straightened his
I
hair?
did. I straightened
Yeah,
it.
even the back. I was like, that's
fixed
important.
his
Otherwise,
bangs.
this would be real
I
embarrassing.
am really impressed by that right now.
Ooh. Up lights. Up
Can
lights.
we each take a practice shot real quick? Just everyone gets one.
Do you like going first or second?
I do not.
I will do my best to
I
keep
want-
that
I
clip
want-
here.
Whichever
Red Hood, hello.
Position you want.
You go first. I want to get a sense of this table. Dog
Wait, is audio just not synced at
Okay.
all?
Oh, beautiful.
Front up.
Okay.
Tippy.
Hello, Red Hood. Welcome.
Oh, this does not bode well.
That's what the practice shot's for.
Oh my god. Okay.
This was a good shot
Really?
too.
Go into the wall.
Oh shit, you both can play. Okay.
No, I can't. You've had me as your partner before.
I
You
know,
that
but like
that's
that
not
was
true.
all right.
I'm
so
good to
like,
go whenever.
You both missed, but you
Wait,
both had like proper arm and all.
Pull
that.
Perry's out of the cup. Do you
Um,
guys play that role? What are
Well,
those?
yeah, but it was a practice throw, so it doesn't count.
No, I know, but
pull what?
Was it throwing your balance?
yes,
having a
that
ball?
was totally. That's why
You
I
just
whiffed
missed,
it,
babe.
though.
It's
That's
okay.
why I whiffed it
I
so
see.
badly.
The rule. The
No,
rule
I don't know that that's why you
is,
whipped it so
if
bad.
I got it in that front cup and they didn't remove it, and then you threw it and got it in the front cup, the game would be over.
Is it underhand? I can't go.
I feel like
further
nobody's
back.
acknowledging that I just like
No, you
alley-ooped it in a cup.
You just did?
Nope. Ah, okay, that was better. Yeah, that was
That's
better.
actually kind of helpful.
I need to drink
This is
more
weird.
of this.
Okay,
to,
so
like,
apparently we are just on an audio delay somehow.
Did they get mad because we moved the Meebo?
I don't know. I'm not
Like a
positive.
severe audio delay? Why don't you just unplug the mic and we use the computer?
Nope, computer mic. Sorry.
We can try that.
Or unplug and then reconnect.
Okay, I'm gonna try reconnecting the camera. Sorry, let me do the audio. I'm gonna reconnect the audio and see if that works. I'm gonna go on mute for all of 20 seconds.
Nope.
B
Nope.
R
Nope.
B.
There's ping pong balls everywhere.
no.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna try like.
I've set a new mic.
The right
Yeah,
spot
just
because
Please
it's
let me
very
know
far
if
away.
this new mic is doing something good.
It's getting better.
You
Nope,
just,
getting
yeah,
worse, getting
you're
worse.
gonna be fine once you figure out
Okay.
the distance.
I need to drink more of this. That'll help.
Andrew, Evan, how are we doing here? I am. We have a mic on now.
I I got 2. I'll take 2 out of 4. Yeah, beautiful.
Irish wristwatch.
Irish
Wristwatch.
Irish wristwatch.
Irish wristwatch.
Oh,
I don't know if I can say it.
Closer.
There you go.
All right. Hold on for a second, just as we just get confirmation here.
Oh no.
No, we're okay. So we're unmuted. We have our mic plugged in.
That was terrible. Like my little arms there.
Okay, so we got good sound. Still a lag.
Hi, baby.
What are we gonna do here? We have a slight lag.
Even without the mic plugged in?
So now we didn't have the mic plugged in the entire episode, so now it's.
Oh my god.
So
That's
now we have the mic
hilarious.
plugged in.
Am I screaming, guys? Am I screaming? I might be.
For fuck's
So it
sake.
might be the camera.
Interesting.
We might just have to go. Do you want to just try to do camera?
Let's
and
find
put-
out.
Yeah, let's put the camera off and on.
All right.
Wait.
Oh, hi, I'm going to be here. Hello. All right.
And
So
then-
before I switch it back, tell me what the situation with the mic is.
Yeah.
Is it any more in sync right now? Still got audio good.
Yeah,
Still looks
audio
delayed
good,
to Evan.
because that's we actually put the mic on.
What is this little button?
Grammarly.
Oh,
What is that?
It corrects your.
Just steal my
Why
mic.
is
it?
The
No, I
fuck?
don't.
I'll show you later.
I need
Okay,
It's fine
It's
on.
fine on that
Oh,
camera.
figures.
So let's try it because we
All
were
right.
fine the entire time. Let's try putting it back really quickly.
Mevo.
Yeah. Let's hope and pray.
Oh yeah.
Perri.
How is it? How is it now? Okay, I fear it's fully sync came in when
That
we
came in
were
when we were talking exactly beautiful.
that beautiful Donato hair.
So that's definitely on the first
I
one.
can't deny that.
That was some bullshit.
Seems okay.
Looks synced.
So maybe we just made it angry when we moved it.
Okay,
So now we know
looks
that.
good.
There we go.
Even
All right.
Evan gave us a compliment. That must mean it's legit.
Okay, so we
Is
can
it
actually
on my dancing?
we can play. Now it is on your dancing. No one is talking on cam. Andrew,
Okay.
just fucking help us. Like, stop fucking coming with nothing that helps us.
I got man hands.
My delicate hands.
I got man hands.
All right, so we got looks better. The ping pong. Evan confirms the ping pong balls are in sync. We're doing okay.
Okay. These are yours.
See, Evan's helping Andrew, and you can take notes
Where
if you would
the-
like to.
The white.
Go get that.
Where the white balls?
I think we could be.
I don't
any
think it
balls
doesn't matter.
Could be any balls.
that
Okay.
lined
Stop
up in our
stealing my
hands.
What's on the line? What are we? What? Oh no.
Yeah.
Well, the party
Yeah, all right.
Part that you have to clean because there's a dog in the house.
That took a hard fall. All right, but seriously, what is on the line? What should we do? What should we do?
How soon do you want to cut your hair?
No, we're not cutting hair.
I'm not talking about cutting your hair. You said I could dye your hair.
No, we're not
Cut
dyeing
it.
hair tonight either. There's no dyeing of hair.
I'm not saying tonight. I'm just saying you agreed that I could dye your hair blue before you cut it.
I think.
No dyeing or cutting of hair, please. Andrew, go Team Brit.
Hey, Perry's on my team.
I have no good ideas. What do we want? What do we want from them?
Could just do the shot roll like we usually do.
Losers
Fuck up
take
your hair. Come here.
losers take a shot. Is that what it is?
Simple.
Yeah.
All right.
We can trade off, but you stand
Whoa.
Oh,
Let
that's
me
a
play
fun
this
one.
song with my people.
I don't care where I stand.
Doorstop just went crazy. No, I was doing a lot better, like when I was standing over there. So we're just like trimming over here. No, because I practiced over it.
I don't care.
I don't care.
Here,
There you go. Again?
Yeah, I do. What a lovely noise.
Roger was like,
Oh,
what in the fuck?
I didn't even see you under there, baby.
Yeah, my dog loves doorstops.
Okay.
All right,
So-
let's do this.
All right, we're doing losers take shots, and that's simple. Okay, that's
I'm
a simple
choosing
rule.
what I take a shot
Yeah.
of.
We have so many
That's-
things you can
Yeah,
take a
yeah,
shot of.
I'm-
Yeah,
yeah.
Usually,
Yeah.
loser has to do a shot and donate to something.
fine.
20 to something.
The charity of the winning team.
Sure.
Yes.
Okay, I'm down for that.
Okay.
All right, should we do eye to eye to see who goes first?
So charity and shots.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like this.
Charity shots.
Yes.
Charity shots.
like
There you go. I
Oh, did I maybe plug in my audio to my Mevo
It
last
doesn't matter. You
time?
solved the problem.
Yeah.
Well, somebody just said it's a little laggy
Alright,
at
ready?
the end. Okay.
So
Yeah,
we
it's out of
can-
sync.
Is it going to be 1, 2, 3,
Shoot.
show?
Yeah.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going back to
1,
audio.
2, 3, shoot.
Oh,
Yeah.
Boom!
Perry.
I'm just putting that there now.
The other one with that.
Okay.
Wait, do we have anything else over here? I need one of those.
Oh, no, you don't, because there were 4, so where'd the other go? Rogers, are you sitting on the other ball, baby?
This is very possible.
Ah, this is what I did wrong. I'm a dummy.
Come here. We've moved past this.
Nope, I fixed it again.
Okay, well, it wasn't broken.
Hey, may I have one of y'all's until we
Okay. This is the last time I've updated.
I'm worried that he's going to eat it.
Oh,
I found it.
That makes
Good
sense.
boy. I found it.
This is the last time.
Usually he just kind
Alrighty.
of looks at them.
We get
Everyone,
honors
I have updated the audio. Tell me if the audio is better now.
Do you want me to?
I'm going through the Mevo. I hope this works.
Okay, but
You
wait.
might want to
wait.
pay attention, Matt. It could all be over.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
like we're doing a thing and you're not over here at all. So like glad you're really a part of this team.
I'm just trying to figure out the audio. I think I figured it out.
Yeah,
No, now I plugged it into directly the Mevo and I changed it
but
to
like
the
they
Mevo.
already said the audio was fine
No,
last
and
time.
they said it was out of sync again.
I see.
Yep, it went out of sync.
Britt would like to do something.
Oh, you want to go on this side?
I was waiting for my turn.
We also let people vote on the charity.
Oh!
If people have charities that they want us to put into the ring, that's fine.
The table and got
Where the other
That-
one?
I mean, I know this table's.
I wouldn't advise
small
that
enough
because
to
we
do-
would wreck their apartment.
Yeah, and Rogers in there.
I think
Oh,
I wouldn't
no,
be able to
both of
control
them are
myself
here.
too, though.
Why would you put that on the table?
What's so
Are we allowed to do some of this?
Yeah, we are. You suck.
Look at that.
You can do that too.
Still
I
a delay.
It's a very, very.
Wait,
are we
Perri,
like?
did you hit a cup?
No.
Okay.
Are we like continuing to do red balls versus?
I
red
guess. I don't know. We'll see if these work for us.
balls?
We'll see.
Fucking tippy, get him tippy. Boo! I blame the hex cups.
They're
You
hard.
are like a mile away from the table.
Yeah, but it's better.
I mean, I'm as far back
it's
as I can go.
better.
I don't think they're that far back.
Yeah, I need red. I need red balls.
Oh my god, did just throw something.
I know. I wore red.
Are you
I was like,
seriously
that's the
being
uniform.
picky about the color of the ball?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aren't you cool?
Have fun with that.
Yeah, I will.
Have fun with that one.
It's nice out.
Yes, thank you.
I'm telling her, not you.
ISO.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna try these white ones because I feel like
Yeah.
Donato's
Fine,
jinxed
Matt.
the
Have the red
ones.
ball.
Thank you,
Keep the
Annabelle.
red ball.
You are helping tremendously.
It was very complicated.
Thank you. All right.
Got this.
Get in the fucking cup.
Got this.
Get in the cup.
Yeah.
The tippy.
Tippy. Goddamn Tippy.
It'll never get old, Matt. Just like Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt.
Wee, no. Oh, I saw that because of the delay.
I like to go.
The shame. Rogers, is there room under the table? I would like to join you.
That's actually really funny that we could shoot the ball and then
And
see
then
it
look at it.
immediately after.
That's great
Yeah,
if
that
you get
delays.
it. If
That
you
delays.
don't,
Oh,
yikes.
what's going on, guys?
I don't know, but it's your turn.
Mocking means Perri is desperate. I mean, sometimes I really don't want to take a shot.
Okay, ISO.
Fuck.
Take
Fuck.
that and the left. The furthest
This
left. Yeah, please.
Okay.
Home field advantage.
It's weird that you pull them after one hit. That's weird.
Home field
Weird.
advantage.
I was gonna say, can you put them with? Okay.
Everything about this feels weird.
No.
Well, we're used to pulling
What
after
an
one
ugly rack. You're never going to hit them. That was close.
So, Britt, you would leave them on the table, and if you hit one and somebody else hits it, it's game over?
Whoops.
No, well, kinda. You take
Oh, my
every
head
other.
is just in the way of the camera. I forget the camera's
You
right
take
there.
every other cup that cup touches, then.
Get that
Ooh,
ball.
kiss.
But like that works better when it's like 10 cups, because the game would end very quickly. Everyone loves an underdog. What?
I can't believe how
What?
far, like, pressed to the wall you are.
Ah!
Matt, you suck.
But Matt also does this like.
I
he does this, like, every
statistically don't
Friday.
suck. Yeah, also Perri does the same amount as me. All right, listen, there's no fucking advantages here. Perri plays just as much as I do.
Yeah,
I
good
do.
job.
Not on this particular table.
What are you doing here?
Good job.
Ooh, it's close though. It's close. See, now is when we go. Like,
Someone just joined the chat and said, "What does this have to do with the Hawkeye trailer?" I appreciate that.
Baby, your tail is very.
is this
annoying.
confusing you if I go like this?
Absolutely.
Like, what if it goes in one of these colors?
That is some shady shit.
All right. If you have just joined the live stream and are asking what this has to do with Hawkeye, this is a hour
You're gonna do
plus
amazing.
long show, and we have done the discussion portion of it, and now we are in the
This is a pretty good
beer
shot.
pong portion
It's
of the
been
show.
fun.
And whatever happens here, we're gonna donate to charity, and whoever loses donates more to
So I
charity,
think
and blah blah blah
next
blah.
round- Next go around, we should do.
Also,
the
Evan is correct. We're training for
desperation
Hawkeye.
diamonds, 'cause we're far behind.
Oh, so you do
Yeah.
your re-rack? Oh.
Matt, you suck. I can't say that to Amelia. I just can't.
Oh, yeah.
One
You're such a
re-rack
shit.
per
Oh,
team.
motherfucker.
All right, re-rack.
Diamond?
Yes, please.
No, it's cool. Everyone loves to come back.
I think so. I think this
Room for
win
the
is going to
little
be that much sweeter because we're going to
Yeah.
come back right now.
We're creating drama here.
This is-
okay?
That
It's
is
like
what
2 out of 3, so like it's fine.
Oh, okay. Holy.
Doing amazing, sweetie.
I
love
hate
you.
your cups.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, remember all those weeks you're like, oh, hex cups are
Yeah.
easier.
Yeah.
Oh, hex cups are easier.
Because like you were very adamant.
I
these are
just-
easier.
I
cups.
just need something to blame.
I'm
That is not
surprised.
myself.
I'm hitting them. They're just not going in.
Matt, I'm
I'd
going to
like
cut
it.
your hair in
Let the
your
record
sleep.
show.
God, I keep hitting off the sides of the goddamn cup. This is bad for me. Am I out of the? Yeah, okay, sorry.
Uh-oh.
I'm just gonna stay over here for as long as I can. Long live the hex cups. Absolutely. Thank you, Red
All
Hood.
right. Front cups.
Perri is understanding how hard the hex cups are and how impressive all my other victories were.
Thanks, Al.
Oh, you bumped the dog.
You hit the dog,
Oh,
Perri.
that makes it even worse.
You literally hit him on his head.
Oh, sorry.
You hit the
I
dog.
just looked
so
up like,
confused.
why?
Why? What did I do?
What just
I'm just sitting here.
happened?
I just snatched that right out of the air, first of all. Roger cut.
For everyone asking what charity we're playing for, suggest them. This was on the cuff, so if you do have charities you want us to donate to, say them, and we will figure out from there.
The charity is Matt, pay attention when it's his turn. That's the second one I
I'm
snatched
so
right out
tempted
of
to
the
do
air.
the chat when he's shooting, but I want to say I am going to cut Matt's hair.
No.
Oh wait, so if
Right.
I hit it, they don't
Yeah.
get a rebuttal.
You hit it, game over. No hit rebuttal.
Nope, not even a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna get all of them now.
Perri just committed animal abuse.
Actually possible, but
That
we're
is.
gonna do it.
It could be. Could be. I'm just not as confident with the hex cups. Literally every single one is a solid
Great, you
shot.
can hit all four. Let's
I'm
go.
gonna hit
can
all
do it.
four.
I'm so annoyed. I'm so annoyed.
All right.
We're getting a fresh
I'm
start.
gonna go sit under the table because I
Did
didn't
you,
hit.
you just
a
like
single-
let it roll under the
I
thing and
will-
then
Okay,
walked
we're
away
getting
from
a,
it
we're
like it
getting a
didn't
fresh
matter.
start.
Charity of
Back
Denis
to
Villeneuve.
even, and we're
Denis
gonna win
Villeneuve
this,
is
and then,
due.
like that first game
Yeah,
is not
I
even.
like
the
IRC.
Not even gonna matter. Oh wait, they like the red balls.
I don't care what they like. Don't give them what they want.
I'm indifferent to what shade of ball because they're the same kind of ball.
Charity of Denis Villeneuve's Dune.
You should be very aware of the shade of your balls.
LA Rescue.
Don't touch my rack. Get out of here. Get out of here.
We're talking about the shade of balls and racks.
There's no friendship in
All right.
beer pong.
No crying in beer pong.
For the record, I vote the IRC for charity. They help refugees.
What is that?
Okay.
It's the International Rescue Committee.
Okay.
Their entire function is
That's good.
refugees.
Hope you guys don't suck this game because you made all your shots last game and now you've run out of good shots.
I made
That's
exactly
how this works.
one shot last game, so like I don't know about all.
Your shots are pretty good though.
I know they just like bring
Yeah.
shot. We
I
go
think-
first because we.
I
won,
think
right?
I'm having the same problem.
You
Yeah.
go first.
Crap.
Ah.
Crap. We can't let Matt hit
Wait,
his
over.
shot.
Well, I need a ball.
There's a
What is
ball.
happening?
There's a ball right here.
I know,
You
but
just
Perri just
don't-
ruined that.
Yeah, because
Perri's
you're
wing
ignoring
one.
this ball.
Do you see this harassment?
That's too much
Oh
sauce. That's too much sauce.
Too much sauce.
Too much sauce.
Not enough
A
sauce.
little too much sauce.
And you just
did
hit
it.
the face.
Wait,
Damn
who
it.
is going now?
Why is
Oh, that
this
was
happening?
your
Let
next
me
turn?
go again.
Crap.
Here, Brett, try
Oh,
this.
okay.
Oh, crap.
What is this?
It's really good.
Okay.
LA Rescue. LA Rescue has been suggested.
It's your turn.
Okay.
Oh, I do like that.
It's good, right?
Yeah.
I very much adore this.
There.
You're a good boy.
Okay.
You're a good
I
boy.
don't know what to do. I don't know what to do anymore.
Put it in the cup.
I mean to like distract him.
Yeah.
Distract him. Just go in the fucking cup and don't eat the rim.
Yeah, the slim cans are.
This is so frustrating.
Oy.
What is like the hex?
No.
Donato could donate his cut hair.
It is not long
It's
enough
not
to
long enough.
donate his hair.
Sadly.
Oh, that was bullshit.
I missed it. Missed it.
Don't you dare. I can't.
Don't
so
you dare.
don't be worried about it.
Don't you dare.
That wasn't that bad.
It went in the direction I wanted it to, so that's better than my other behind the backs.
Matt, you have no sleeves.
That is correct. That is literally a correct statement. Just yelling, I don't have.
Observations
Yeah.
out loud.
This thing is a real thing.
Aggressive observation.
I have run out of things to say.
That is fair.
Just saying you're the lead, so the fact that you resulted in this is like
Blah.
Maybe I just like watching Perri laugh.
What is this? Like literally every single shot has hit a rim.
Stop rim jobbing.
Like what is it? Do you need to
I
get
know,
more
it's-
arc or something? I don't understand these cups.
I mean, yes, I use more.
I don't
That is
understand
exactly
them.
what you should do.
You and your fucking shots.
You and playing this game
I swear to God.
well.
You and your
Alright.
goddamn talents.
Oh no, I wouldn't
Big
go that
air.
far. That's
Big
that's
air.
a bit much.
Big air. That's all I'm thinking.
Big
I'm
air.
not looking at your face. Big air.
Hell
Big-
yeah.
It fucking works.
I told you, big air. I
I love how you tell me that when I'm 3 cups away.
You
from
asked
losing.
me. You didn't ask me until then, right?
No,
That was a
shot.
shot.
I was gonna go.
Oh, we cheated that one. I lied. We just keep exchanging the same two. There you go.
Fart noise. The fart noise gets me every time.
Amelia's too focused. I've got nothing.
Chat, do you think they can pull this
Ah,
off?
that was bullshit.
Yes,
Is what
we
that
can.
was.
Do you
Yes,
think
we
That's like all my shots.
that Britt and Perri can beat us in game 2?
Bullshit.
Do you
Yeah,
think
man.
that they can do the impossible?
Yes, we can.
Whoa.
Go for the front cup and call isolation.
Okay.
Your shot was very good.
I
It was
like-
over the
I
shoulder
like-
and it was right in camera frame.
It was a good shot. It
No,
was
I'm-
fucking missed.
That
But I'm
wasn't
saying,
that
like,
bad.
I got it.
That wasn't that bad. How am I gonna distract?
You're carrying me though. I saw your guns earlier. You're strong enough to do that.
It was me giving up on throwing straight arm.
I feel like that was a
May I
good
have all three?
tactic. We
May I
do
have all
like
three?
a white ball and red ball.
All
right.
Yes.
I want that isolation.
Do you think whales can fly? No, I do not think. They're fucking water based. What?
I know. Hey, you're not even on your side of the
I
table.
got it.
That's rude.
I got it.
That was rude. You're
Does the
correct.
isolation still count with the behind
Yes,
the back?
if you hit,
Yeah, if
you hit that ISO from behind the back.
yeah.
I have the best view in the house of this shot happening.
First of all,
It's very impressive
I
regardless.
tried. It's all
It was
in
good.
the hips.
Nope.
All right, we're gonna rewrap
I'm
next
done.
time.
I'm done. I'm done.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
Okay. All right. I just
What
can't.
we
hit.
should have done is
Yeah.
re-rack because we can't hit this.
No,
shit.
we can hit this.
Ha!
We can hit this.
Why?
Are you
Why
sure?
are you pretending that like racking is of detriment to us?
Yeah, you're allowed to.
Evan, you are correct.
We are going to re-wrap.
Wait, no, Rogers. No, no, baby.
He won't eat it. He'll just lick it.
Yeah, no, he like.
Evan, I was not ready for
You want
the
a
comment
diamond?
of whales
That's-
fly. I was
No,
ready for
no,
pigs
no.
fly,
Okay,
not
what was
whales
our
fly.
other
So
option? I don't
thank
think
you
there is
for
any other option.
thank you
I
for
don't
that,
know,
Red
you're
Hood. I
like
apologize.
ask.
Red Hood, I own
Matt
that.
didn't
That is
ask
on
me
me.
once while we were on the same team, and I roasted him endlessly. So now I always ask.
Roger's really cute, just like laid his head on it.
Yeah, he just looks at it like I'm protecting
You're
the
killing
star.
it. I'm like,
No, you're
hold
killing
on,
it.
no,
I'm
I'm
so
so
proud of you. You're so got this. The arc. The arc.
Is whales fly not an Americanism?
Rogers.
I'm actually curious now. Is whales
we wrap
fly?
with a straight line.
If you would like to, yes.
Yes, I would like that, please.
Because I'm used to pigs fly, but hearing whales fly is not a thing that I was aware of.
Oh, like doesn't that happen in like Fantasia?
But so like the term "if pigs fly" being a
Bullshit.
like a thing of like if pigs fly, it'll happen.
Well, what would pigs say? They
If
need
whales would, that is a good point.
Do you have a red ball?
Pigs immediately would go to whales
Yeah.
because they know the ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
You suck at fantasy football.
Maybe I do, but I still hit that fucking cup.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. It's okay. I'm gonna hit that one.
You're going to.
Yeah, Free Willy flew. That's a good point.
No,
That's a
really
jump.
jumped.
He
That's a jump.
well, listen.
Oh, that was
Jumped.
so
Let me
ugly.
try mixing this up.
It was so ugly.
Let me try mixing this up. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot from the shame corner over here. No.
Britt is officially off camera shooting.
Get it! No! Yes! Yes!
No,
No,
behind the
I'm
back.
back.
Behind the back.
Oh,
Also, get it. Well, hold on. Get in camera too.
Wait, yeah.
Get over here and do it. There you go.
oh my god.
But
That technically is.
Technically behind the back.
no, that's not how that
Yes,
works.
it
You
is.
have to look like a buffoon. You can't just throw it.
She did
Because that didn't look dumb. It looked pretty dumb.
You gonna go?
I'm
You gonna go? You afraid I'm gonna throw the ball at you? Is that what's happening?
Here we go.
No, go.
There's so
I
many,
confused everyone.
so many things happening at once.
That bounced off of 4 separate things.
Yeah.
It went into
Using
nothing.
Toy Story logic, Free Willy kind of flew. That is a good point.
Free Willy's not a toy.
I don't know. Do we know that for sure?
They treated him like a toy in captivity.
There you go. See? Exactly, Britt. That's the commentary we needed.
Y'all play too much.
Yeah, we played literally like a year and a half every Friday. We played a lot of beer.
That's not what that phrase means, but I really appreciate how white boy you're being right now.
It's like right online though is the thing.
That's
You
what
have,
it
you
is.
have it.
It's
It's just gauging
If I
the
could
distance.
go back
Have all the
One
balls.
more foot, this would be a very
Well,
different
red
You
ball.
want me to pull the table back a foot?
Maybe.
I can only throw with the red balls.
Maybe.
We are now tied. There we go.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's all.
Your hand is wet and I just got splashed.
That's all
really
thanks to Perri.
Keep it up with the red ball.
The symbolism.
Got this.
Perry,
No.
You're doing amazing.
you're doing great.
You're so good at this game.
That literally went in the damn cup and came out.
Yeah, it did. It really did.
You're so difficult, Matt. You're so difficult.
I mean, listen.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
I like the sound effect.
I don't fucking know what to do anymore.
Wait, actually, Britt, you have a shadow behind you right now in the camera view, and it like is perfect when you're moving. Like literally, you did shadow dance going on.
Wow. Shadow dancing.
Evan said it looks very Suspiria right now.
I'll take it.
Should we switch it up? Should you go first this time?
Okay, yeah,
How do you feel about that?
sure.
I
Let's
think
do
your
it.
shadow can play beer pong.
Ooh. Maybe better than me.
I was trying to like help you to get you to be
Let me
like
stand over there and come in from an angle.
contrary.
Yes, I will own the fact that I lost my first week of fantasy football in Perry's league to Tommy by 57 points. I'm
Wow.
not gonna hide that. I lost that.
Really?
That's what happens when your first round pick puts up 5 points. That
Rogers!
is just
Let me
where
go.
it
That makes
starts.
me feel better about only us being behind like one cut.
Oh, does it? I'm glad it does.
Yeah, it does. It
Nice.
does.
Matt, look what I could do.
Oh, I'm watching it.
What
It's
can I
so
do?
cool. Damn it.
I distracted you.
Look at me. Look
God
at me.
damn it.
Hi. Okay.
How do you feel about
My
this
new
order?
game is like going as fast as I can after you,
I
so
mean,
Perry
is
doesn't
it-
have time
Does that
to
time?
figure out
That's
anything,
usually
right?
how I play it,
Not
honestly.
making a difference
It's
for
not
me.
so maybe I should
Okay.
I'll go first next time.
I'm just gonna go as far
Perry,
as I
Red
want.
Hood. Red Hood is suggesting hopefully Team Nemiroff will learn to respect
You're
the
still
Hex Cups.
so
respect.
so straight.
the
I have
Hex
no
Cups.
respect for the Hex
You
Cups.
gotta
I
respect the
think
Hex
it's a-
Cups. Absolutely respect the Hex Cups.
Well,
Whoa.
Thank God.
Yay.
This game is
Look at
absolutely
this.
going to overtime at best.
How cool would it be if I did make that
no,
one?
wait, I go first.
It'd be pretty cool.
Okay.
I would like to do it.
We literally talked about this whole thing and you moved away from me.
Oh, you want to do? Okay. Sorry.
I don't know what's happening.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Oh,
Turns out.
that was amazing. Did you see that?
Blah.
What?
It's hard for me to hit with it. So.
Okay.
No.
Whoa!
I'm so annoyed.
I know.
So
I'm so annoyed because we talked about a whole strategy and then he moves away
It's
from me.
okay.
I
Just
really
the
want a shot. It's Friday. Let's get
Yeah,
to
you want to do
it.
a shot?
Let's
All right.
do it.
Well, you earned a shot.
I missed it.
Y'all earned a goddamn
Missed it
shot.
anyway.
What
Yeah,
would you like?
just like choose your booze.
Oh my gosh.
Hold on.
I'm sorry.
I'll run the gamut.
How dare you? It didn't even matter.
Wait, should the chat vote on the shot?
I'm like
No.
looking at
Absolutely
the
not.
varieties.
Chat votes on shot. Okay, so we have. Listen, we got Crown Vanilla. We got
I just want to win.
cherry vanilla vodka. Oh, sorry, cherry vanilla whiskey, maple whiskey, regular rye whiskey,
All the maple whiskey.
lemon vodka, regular vodka that Ian sent me. So it's just regular
The
vodka.
lemon vodka shoots.
All-
Nice.
All
Do
the
the maple?
whiskey.
You want to?
The maple whiskey.
maple
Let's
whiskey?
do maple.
You want to maple?
I have Hocus Pocus shot glasses that I feel like
I'll
yes.
happily have a shot
Yeah.
out of that glass.
Which ones are those?
the ones that are clearly Hocus Pocus.
Is that witches be crazy?
There are 4 of them.
Okay, cool.
Make sure it's a reasonable pour, please.
Yeah.
I have work tomorrow. Thank you.
Billy, do you want a shot?
Party pour.
Not of whiskey.
I don't trust him.
I'm going to Disneyland tomorrow.
Is
That's
this dramatic?
fun.
Yeah, she's
Good.
Very interactive chat.
Oh, I was like waiting. I didn't know you were taking so long there. Why ain't there the Nemirov vodka stuff or whatever it is?
Yeah, I'm doing lemon.
Evan, it is a good thing there's no Nemirov vodka here because I despise the taste of Nemirov vodka.
Andrew is booing appropriately. Thank you,
Yeah.
Andrew. Andrew, I feed off of your negativity. Thank you.
Andrew, come visit us so we can beat you in
Yeah,
Pong.
Ian. So literally, Ian is right. That vodka is super goddamn smooth. It's very nice for mixing. It's just,
Man.
aftertones of vanilla. It's
I'm
very
just
nice.
so mad.
Oh, I
that
thought you were talking
won.
about the maple one. I was like,
Oh,
mixing
no.
with what? Pancakes? Like, what are you mixing it with?
I mixed this with the
Knob
syrup
Creek
that
is
morning.
Gross.
Knob Creek is not gross.
I let you down.
You
You did
didn't
stellar.
let- you didn't
You
let-
did stellar.
You didn't let me down because like you were literally in line on every single shot you took.
I just need to be like a foot back.
It's a
That's what I mean.
it's a weird
need-
size table to play
I
on.
need a room.
I'm impressed.
Okay, but like which Hocus Pocus chocolate?
I gave you both little easy.
Okay,
easy
well, I
shots.
poured an actual shot,
I did.
so.
Oh, I want this. Yes, I want
What
this
is
one.
mine? Which is be crazy. I'll take it. Oh my god, this is a great shot glass.
Thank you, Anthony.
They're literally from Spirit Halloween and we're like $5, so like
Um,
put them near a dishwasher.
Anthony says cute doggy.
He is a very cute dog.
Yeah,
Thank
he
you,
is.
Anthony.
He's a very cute doggy.
You still have poured a big shot for yourself. Like,
All right, so here you go. Pour
You
whatever
live
the
here. You're
goddamn
not
you want.
commuting. What are you doing?
what's happening
What are you
here?
doing?
Andrew said, if I visit LA, I have to fight Donato at this point. So I guess that's happening.
I feel like I'm not gonna like
I guess
this.
that's happening.
I don't.
I
Dope.
think I chose the wrong
That's
one.
awesome.
And now I need to live with my choice.
Well, have Matt shoot it.
Hold
No,
on.
it's gonna be good.
No, I'm
It's
gonna do
gonna be
it.
okay.
I'm gonna do
You're gonna be
it.
okay.
It's just like one
That
of
would
those
be
things that I
to not
smelled and
fight
I'm like,
club.
No, don't do that.
Yeah.
all right, all right.
Don't sniff it more than.
Come here and cheers, Matt.
What are you
I
doing?
cheers the camera.
Cheers
Always
the
playing to
We're
the
in
camera.
person. There are people here.
Happy Merri Hour. Good
Happy
game.
Merri
Merri Hour.
Touch tail.
Too late for that. That wasn't that bad.
I don't care for
That
it.
wasn't that bad.
It's got too much
I like
whiskey
it.
bite.
It's
So
not.
I really like that whiskey.
It's not something I would like
Yeah.
casually sip
Yeah.
on happily, but
Yeah.
it was not that bad.
So not,
Pancakes.
yes, well, I made
We've had that
I made
in
syrup
pancakes.
with this maple
Yeah, the
whiskey.
birthday breakfast
No.
that he made had that in it.
Yeah, okay. I was like, I've tasted this before.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay.
All right.
It lingered for a second in my mouth.
So wait, with that, here, wait. Let's bring it back so we can give a.
Matt and I haven't had dinner.
All right, guys, we're signing off. We owe something to a charity of their choice. What did you choose, Amelia?
IRC.
Yeah.
That's
Done,
fine.
done and done.
Spooky.
Before we let you go, do you want to plug anything or tell anyone where to find you on socials or any fun stuff like that?
Where are you?
Britt's a badass PR agent.
Yes.
That is actually.
Ooh, I like PR agent because it makes me sound like
Is that not what PR?
I met
people
Britt
are?
just
years
like a
ago
publicist.
as a
Oh,
publicist.
well,
Yeah,
I'm a
PR
publicist.
agent.
PR
Secret.
PR
Secret
agent.
PR
Don't
agent.
find me. Just B.E. Sandler on stuff.
Good stuff. Anyone else have something they want to plug?
I mean, I write things sometimes.
Go watch Malignant.
At Donatobomb, Twitter, Letterboxd, Instagram. Read my stuff on Bloody Disgusting, /film, blah, blah, blah. Also, Certified Forgotten Patreon. We pay writers. We're fun.
I look like Matt's Malignant right now.
Oh no.
You are malignant. I will cut you out.
Go watch Ladies Night. Goodbye.